Well, to talk more about the 20th anniversary of the U.S.-led war in Iraq, I'm joined on the set by France 24's Wassim Nasr. Wassim, at the time, the main justification of this U.S. invasion were the terror attacks of 9/11, Bush's war on terror. No weapons of mass destruction were ever found, but there were also many accusations linking Saddam Hussein to al-Qaeda. Where are those accusations today?
Well, actually, since the time, many things were written and many official documents were made public that confirmed to us today that there was no link between Saddam Hussein and Al-Qaeda. And he even fought against Al-Qaeda, which he considered as an enemy, knowing that also Al-Qaeda considered Saddam Hussein as an enemy and even qualified him as an apostate, meaning a deviant from religion that should be fought and maybe should be killed in their communiques. You see, there was a big animosity between Al-Qaeda and what Saddam Hussein represented at the time. It doesn't mean that he was secular, as some said. He was secular as secular you can be in this region. He also instrumentalized Islamic movements in Iraq in order to back his efforts. We remember that he wrote Allahu Akbar on the flag, but that doesn't mean that he was close to Al-Qaeda or he had a friendship or Al-Qaeda used to like him. And even at one point in time, and that's what made the American allegations at the time more critical, is that they mentioned officially for the first time the name of Abu Musab alZarqawi in their communiques, accusing Saddam of being linked to Al-Qaeda.
And in the aftermath of the invasion of Iraq, Zarqawi, of course, became the leader of Al-Qaeda in Iraq. Do you think the invasion helped bring him to power?
Well, actually, mentioning him by name in an American communique gave him international notoriety, if I may say so. And even if we go to his relations with bin Laden at the time in Afghanistan, they didn't like each other. Bin Laden didn't trust him because they don't have the same background. Zarqawi was a criminal. He radicalized in prison. His mentor was Abu Muhammad al-Maqdisi, the Palestinian Jordanian jihadi cleric. And he went to Afghanistan, and he wasn't with Al-Qaeda at the time. He had his own group. And when the Americans intervened in 2001 in Afghanistan, he fled through Iran, and he arrived to Halabja in Iraqi Kurdistan today. And so he also was the man that you said that Saddam is an enemy. And afterwards, when he arrived to Iraq, he had the means to help Al-Qaeda. So it went this way around. Bin Laden needed him, because they were really in a critical position because of American intervention in Afghanistan. So he needed Zarqawi in Iraq, and this is when he gave him recognition, and this is when Al-Qaeda in Mesopotamia was created, headed by Abu Musab alZarqawi. And after his killing in 2006, it's after his killing and not before, that the first Islamic State in Iraq was created.
Well, thanks so much for that, Wassim Nasr.